Hello everyone, how's it going? Harbinger here. So I decided I'm gonna make this channel into a reaction channel because I got a copyright strike. I'm not gonna say from who, and I've decided that it's too much trouble to upload music and all that stuff. I did it for personal reasons because I liked listening to this music, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna upload it for myself. But that company decided that's not okay. But either way, I'm going to turn this into a reaction channel. If you want more of that, I'm going to talk about the news, react to videos. If you want me to react to certain videos, leave them in the comments below. But either way, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, this is a reboot of that original Mutants and Mayhem movie that was really bad. Like, TMNT has been good, but it hasn't been great. I would say, like, my favorite version of TMNT was the Saturday morning cartoons that came out way back when I was a kid. I would watch this along with Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Pokemon, and it was a fantastic show. The TV shows tend to do very, very well, but the movies tend to be either mediocre or bad. I think the Batman one, where Batman versus TMNT, was actually really good. As crazy as that sounds, it was actually pretty damn good. They were faithful to both characters, and it was really cool to see them mix and match, similar to Batman versus Alien. I didn't think that would be as good as I thought it was, but it was. But either way, so the movie came out, and this is a reboot being headed by Seth Rogen's production company, which Seth Rogen isn't exactly the most appealing person, especially in modern day. He's kind of gone off the deep end. I remember the Bad Santa fiasco, and I feel like he's never really graduated from the idea of Sausage Party. Have you ever seen that crappy, horrible film? He's always been, I would say he's one of the pioneers of the whole meta humor for a Rick and Morty style type of humor, but nowadays that stuff has dried up, and a lot of people are more, they just feel that's more cringe than entertaining. I mean, I still like Rick and Morty, but I watch it when it's on. I don't really care if I miss a show or any episode or anything. But anyway, so I'm not gonna play the trailer because I'm 100% certain Paramount Plus will claim or strike me. But you can watch it easily, and you can see that the animation is being taken from Spider-Verse into the Spider-Verse. Absolutely banger of a film. That film was, oh my god, it was beautiful. It made me fall in love with Miles Morales, and I like bought the comic, and I was like, this guy is so cool. Wasn't really a fan of the game. The game's gameplay was good. The story was just the story was laughable. Let's just say that. But the gameplay was solid. Like, oh my god, I really hope that you can play as Miles in the next game. He's so fun. Very overpowered though. Like the guy demolishes anything Peter Parker can do. But either way, yeah, the TMNT movies have been cursed, where despite the TVs have been shown to be very good, the movies tend to range from mediocre to quite bad. Again, I thought the Batman was good, but they are right. That one from Michael Bay, oh my god, I saw the horrible production of that. The original live action TMNT Turtles have had their charm, but the cheap production design and clunky costumes prevent them from being great movies. I actually watched that as a kid, and back in the day when it came on TV, it blew me away. And it was because, you're a kid. You don't really look for that stuff. You kind of just like, oh my god, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Michael Bay's TMNT are generally underwhelming, suffering from the same problems as his Transformers series. Yeah, like the first film was okay, very bare bones mediocre. Same thing for the first Transformers film, but after that, it just went straight into the ground. You can make an argument for Transformers 3. I believe that's the one with Sentinel Prime. That was actually kind of decent, but yeah, there was just a huge issue with that. But the major issue that's been rising up on Twitter and everything is the new design for April O'Neil. Now, look, April has been played by a lot of people, Megan Fox and a lot of people. So she's never been she was originally a redhead, but she's had many different versions of herself. So I have no problem with this stuff, like different characters, different designs. You want to change it up occasionally. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's the idea of how she looks that has been people have been annoyed with. I actually agree with this. When I saw her face, I was like, yeah, she looks cool. Like, nothing wrong with that. She has a signature yellow jacket. She's a journalist, just like she used to be. I would argue, like, why does she look so pudgy, though? Like, April has always been a very athletic person. Like, she was on par with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, she was always someone who was capable to hold her own. I don't know if I can see someone like this actually engaging with, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Why does Elbra look like Velma? I actually agree with that. Like, I don't know. It's like, again, there's nothing wrong with a design like this, but if you're gonna make her into a character that can actually stand on par with them, maybe I don't know how she gonna run away or jump or stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this design. We'll see when the movie comes out. But yeah, I don't know much about the multiverse Seth Rogen came from, but April O'Neil I grew up and loved looks nothing like. Again, April has had many different versions of herself over the years. Same thing for Casey Jones, who, yeah, he's had a lot of different versions. Let's see all Casey Jones versions. So yeah, Casey's had a lot of different versions of himself over the years and everything. So I would say that mainly it's due to the fact that the character just doesn't look as like, yeah, right here. This version, I would say this would actually be a really good version of April if they use this version of her. This looks really cool. So why not just use this version? But yeah, I would say, like, I'm trying to avoid reading the comments because they're probably going to make me incredibly depressed, but I don't know why she looks so pudgy. Like, it just looks really weird in how they try to wait. I'm loving it. I don't really, again, I don't really care about the race of the character. It's just the way that she's so big that doesn't really make sense for someone who is supposed to be an athletic person who's constantly chasing down stories and constantly running into action and stuff like that. As I stated, this version of her would be very good if they used this. Like, I don't know where this one came from, but this one would actually be more appealing than what this this version looks like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be great because, the story could be there, but we'll wait and see. But for now, it seems that this is just going to be another controversy that a lot of people are going to voice their concerns about. I personally not really going to care. Maybe I'll watch this movie if it comes out. Chances are it's not going to be because I'm at the point in my life where I don't waste my time watching stuff that don't interest me. Like, I haven't seen the latest Avatar film. I haven't seen a Marvel film since since Spider-Man, and that's Spider-Man. The Spider-Man Homecoming film with all three Spider-Mans. That's the last one I watched. I just am not interested in watching stuff that doesn't really appeal to me. I like TMNT, but this right here, I've seen the trailer. It looks okay, but yeah, definitely April. I think that they kind of dropped the ball with her design. Maybe they're doing it just to get hate views because that's actually been working, as we've seen with Velma. As far as I can see, I've yet to see a positive review for that show. That's definitely an example of hate viewing and hate watching. But that dries up very quickly, and Seth Rogen is notorious for, pushing buttons and attacking people. So maybe he greenlit this just to be like, yeah, this will sour a lot of people and just make a lot of controversy. Personally, I just think that the character doesn't really pay tribute to what April kind of is as a person. We'll see. And I know there are going to be people who are going to say, like, she should be thin and beautiful and all that stuff. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of whether the character can be portrayed correctly for what she represents. Again, hard-hitting journalist who constantly goes in life and death situations, who, like, she freaking goes against the Foot Clan. And if you know anything about the Foot Clan, they don't play around. They're basically the ninja mafia of the TMNT universe. They may be played down in the video games as being, cannon fodder characters that anyone could take on, like the Shadow Clan from Jackie Chan's Adventures. But in reality, these are very dangerous people that you do not want to cross. And the fact that April constantly goes with the TMNT brothers to face down Shredder and his posse of ninja warriors, that I don't know if that's reflective for what that character looks like. Again, I could be wrong, and it could be a banger of a film. It could soar expectations, but we'll have to see. Anyway, if you like this style of video, like, subscribe. If you hate it, dislike it, then, don't recommend channel anymore. I'm going to do a little more of stuff like this on this channel. I'm still going to focus with Harbinger, the original channel, my big one. I'm still going to do commentary videos on that and reviews and all this. This is more like if I feel like I want to talk about something, I'm going to put it up there. Again, if you want me to talk about stuff, put them in the comments. Goodbye.